Obesity has become a worldwide epidemic, affecting a large portion of the population. For one to be considered obese, they would have to have over a 30 in body mass index. America has the highest obesity rates out of any country, with 1 in 3 adults and 1 in 6 children affected by obesity. Many put the blame on the American lifestyle, which is one of little physical activity and very unhealthy eating. Just in the last few decades, there has been a rapid increase of obesity, 100% between the 1970s and 2008. The lack of a healthy diet and the lack of physical activity are big factors that can contribute to obesity. Even though the main causes are well known and for the most part are preventable, obesity rates are still climbing. Diet is a huge factor that can contribute to a person's weight and health. The environment many Americans live in is a big contributor to the foods they consume. Places with a higher density of fast food restaurants are usually more likely to have higher obesity rates. Because fast food is so cheap and fast compared to healthier alternatives, many people often choose to eat fast food instead of eating something that could be more nutritious. The average American eats much more food than is actually needed. One of the reasons is because of large portion sizes, and according to researchers from the University of North Carolina, over the 30-year period, the average number of meals and snacks was from 3.8 a day to 4.9 a day. Many Americans have a high-calorie diet that like healthier foods like fruits and vegetables. This is why many breakfast and lunch programs have been put into schools to make sure kids are getting nutritious food. Even though many students do not really like these programs, they have been proven to be effective. In a study done by the U.S. Department of Agriculture, National School Lunch Program and School Breakfast Program shows students in low-income communities receive as much as 51% of daily energy intake from the school food. Physical activity plays an important role in fighting against obesity. Most Americans are not getting enough daily physical activity. According to Harvard's Men's Health Watch, the actual percentage of adults who get enough exercise is actually close to 5%. One reason the number is so low is because of all the technology we have nowadays. Many people would rather just be watching TV or playing on their computers than going outside and exercising. Also now, most Americans will just drive anywhere, even if it's short distance, instead of walking or riding a bike. The reason exercise is so important is because it burns calories. And if one is taking more calories than they are burning, it will result in a weight gain. In an interview with Chad Hart, the Wellness and Aquatic Director for the YMCA, when asked what he thought was causing the rapid increase of obesity, he said the accessibility of fast foods. When Hart was asked what he thought the best solution to solve obesity was, he said working out does not have to be in the gym, and the stigma that it does needs to be broken. Exercise can be enjoyable. It does not have to be lifting weights. Riding a bike or walking a dog or just doing something around the house are all forms of exercise. Being obese does not only have an effect on one's appearance, it can also bring up many different health risks. For example, obesity can increase the risk for coronary heart disease, stroke, high blood pressure, type 2 diabetes, cancer, and liver and gallbladder disease. According to the Surgeon General, an excess weight of 10 to 20 pounds increases the risk of death, especially among adults aged 30 to 64. Because a large portion of American adults are obese, they have a much higher risk of death just because of extra pounds. The children of this generation may be the first to have a shorter life expectancy than their parents. One of the main reasons for this is the rapid increase of obesity and the diseases associated with it. For example, diabetes used to be rare in children, but now it's affecting many adolescents. This is why child health should be a top priority, because bad eating and lack of exercise could carry on to adulthood, where these issues could become more problematic. Obesity is not caused by just one or two things. It is caused by many factors, but most of these factors can be prevented. This is why it is important to try to stop these issues before they become bigger health risks.